Okay, so what we have left is to finish the exterior with hardy siding, install a new roof, paint the interior and exterior walls.
Getting into the busy season at work, so I'm gonna have to start splitting time between here and work. Well, things were really moving along quickly, and then a storm blows in. Oh man, that is so frustrating. My name's Brandon McFarling, and I'm a real estate agent and multifamily contractor here in Austin, Texas. We're already over budget, so we've got to get the guys out here. A few years ago, when our family size grew from 2 to 4 kids overnight, we decided we needed a bigger home. 1,000 decisions that have to be made throughout this whole process. You miss stuff. And this time it's going to be probably pretty expensive, but we've got to figure out what we're going to do. So in the hottest real estate market in decades, we found a house, but it's going to need a lot of work. This is it. She's a beauty, right?
Kind of feels like the floor is shaking.
So to save some money, I teamed up with my wife, Melissa, and we're going to do the renovation contracting ourselves. Because hey, how hard can it be? Hello?
Hey, Brandon, you got a minute?
Yeah, how are you? It's been a while.
I'm doing all right. Hope y'all are doing okay. I'm just calling to give you a heads up. I'm going to put the house on the market starting in July, so I'm going to need you and the family to be out of the house by end of June.
Wow, in July. Gosh, okay. Is there any way we can at least get like one more month or half a month or anything?
With school about to start up as soon as July ends, we're gonna need the full month to make sure we get this thing sold.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for the info.
Sorry, man.
It's all right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Oh man, that is so frustrating.
So I just got a call from Brandon, and he seemed pretty concerned, so I could tell when I got here that he was stressed.
All right, thanks for meeting here. There's still a lot going on with the house. This is kind of the quietest place I could find, even though they're still doing some work. So I mentioned that I'm gonna have a conversation with the landlord. They're not gonna extend our lease.
Okay.
So basically that means we have to be out by the end of June so that they can list it in July.
Okay, so what does that mean with timing on getting out of the rental and being able to move in here?
So we have about 3 months. So getting to the end of June, we just have to get the list of things done, on the house.
So are there things that we don't have to do in order to pass inspection?
Yes, there are some things we can cut. The things that we have to do is, the next thing is the siding on the outside.
Okay.
Then we have to paint the exterior, paint the interior, and then once that's finished, then it's all the finish out. So light fixtures and plumbing fixtures and just all the interior stuff and the tile. Some of the tile we've done, some we haven't, and it's just getting that finished.
So we need to make a lot of decisions quickly.
Yes, and really the timing of everything is going to have to go pretty smoothly. So, trades are going to kind of be on top of each other, which I really don't like, but that's just what we got to do.
And you're heading into your busy season with work, so how do you think this is going to happen?
Well, the good news is with the busy season, it actually starts in July. So
Okay.
Being done in June is, to our advantage anyway. So, that's kind of the positive out of this, but it's going to be a lot of work, a lot of stress.
Super tight timing.
Yeah. And then once we finish that, then a lot of work and a lot of stress with work. So fun times ahead. So basically we just have to get a really good plan together that we can execute to get done. Like basically we have 3 months to finish this and get moved out of the house and moved in here, and we can't move anything in until we've passed the final inspection. And so that's our big goal.
Okay. I think we could do it.
I hope so. Let's give it a try.
Goof-proof secret number 12. Did I ruin it, boss?
If that was possible, you wouldn't be here.
No wet edge application required. Ready Seal, goof-proof stain and sealer for wood. Literally anyone can do it.
So the next thing we have to do is install the James Hardy siding. This one I'm really excited about because we've got one of my brother's contacts, Victor Valdez, is going to come do the install. He did a project for my brother at his lake house and it turned out awesome. So we're really excited to get his crew in here and see what they can do. Well, the Hardy arrived this morning and so did Victor's crew, so we're ready to get things going. Victor, what are you thinking for this corner? Like, I don't know if we should do a 1x2, 1x6, 1x4. I know we're gonna do a 1x4 here.
Correct.
What are your thoughts on that?
Being that we're using the 1x4 trim on the corners, windows, and doors, we'll want it to match with this corner over here. So what we'll probably do is come up with a 1x4 standard corner there, and then we'll just carry the 1x4 back along this corner, and then you'll have the lap siding in between, and then the door will be trimmed out very similar to all the others.
Okay, so that way it will all kind of tie in together.
Correct.
Okay. We were really happy that Victor and his crew were here. The framing on the house wasn't perfect, and so he was able to come in and really cover up any inconsistencies and just make it look so sharp.
All right, you want to take a look at the siding in the front?
As I was walking around the house, I was really excited of how the Hardy is turning out. The way that it meets up with the limestone and everything works together, it's really coming out nice.
So what we're doing here is we're installing a James Hardy 7 1/4 smooth lap siding with smooth Hardy trim. The overlap is 1 1/4 inches, so it'll leave you a 6-inch reveal, as you can see here.
Okay.
This particular application, we're doing trim first and then butt to,
Okay.
which is the way we're set up here. Any horizontal trims will have Z-bar flashing on it.
Okay.
And as you can see, they're moving along.
Yeah. So what's kind of the standard procedure? So we've got our windows are so close to the roof line, like they're right under the soffit. So
Right.
Do you need any flashing there?
Because those are so close to the soffit and you have the zip system underneath, there's no need for Z-bar flashing there, but we're putting Z-bar flashing on all other windows that fall below that range there.
Oh yeah, everything's looking good. I love the joints are
Right.
very precise.
Right.
Your crew clearly knows what they're doing.
Right, and
It's very flawless.
and there's a few things that we look at when we're installing the James Hardy siding is staggering the joints, nail patterns, not driving your nails too deep or over-sinking your nails because it's not recommended on the Hardy application. So there's a lot of little things like that we do that not your typical carpenter would do. You know.
It's going to save the painters a lot of time. They're not going to have to caulk very much.
Absolutely.
It's so clean.
Right.
As I'm walking around, I'm noticing the joints are so tight that Victor and his crew are able to do. It's going to make the painter's job so much easier. Well, things were really moving along quickly, and then a storm blows in.
USA Insulation's premium injection foam fills the gaps in walls to create a barrier around your home, allowing you to be the one to decide what the temperature should be. So if it's hot outside, it can be whatever you want inside.
USA Insulation.
So while we were putting up the Hardy, it started raining and then pouring outside.
And I looked out the window and saw the trampoline just fly through the fence and down to the quarry below.
We had a huge storm come in and it knocked down these branches and it blew the trampoline over the fence. The space shed made it. There she is. We come to the job site all the time and we bring the kids and it gets pretty boring for them, so we ended up getting a trampoline because we knew we were going to do it eventually, so the kids would have something to play on while we're here.
I think it's their favorite thing to do.
Yes, they want to come here now, which is great.
Hi everybody, I am my daddy. He's trying to get
the trampoline out of the water. That storm was bad today. I saw the trampoline go overboard.
Well, we're thankful for the durability of Hardy because after the storm, the guys were able to get right back out there the next day and pick up where they left off. Now that the Hardy's done, we can move on to paint. As we're getting to the last few weeks of this project, we're getting into the busy season at work, so I'm gonna have to start splitting time between here and work. So we're heading to one of our job sites. This is a busy time of year for us. We've got about 60 move-in, move-out, so we have to go in, a tenant moves out, and we got to get all the units ready for the next round to move in. And so we're heading to one of those job sites right now just to check on the progress and see what all needs to be done and give the guys some instruction. On the way there, I'm gonna go ahead and call the painter and get caught up on everything, see how they're doing at my house, check on the progress.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going? Just calling to check in on the paint job at the house.
That's going really well. We're finishing up the body of the house. Should have that done today. And then tomorrow we'll work on the fascia and soffit. So it's probably about midday tomorrow we should be done with the outside.
Awesome, that's great to hear. I'm heading to another job site to check on that project, and then I'll head back over there this afternoon. Excited to see the progress.
All right, we'll be here.
All right, thank you. See you soon.
Yep.
Where are all the brushes, boss?
Not gonna need them.
Goof-proof secret number 4.
How are we gonna smooth out all the runs and streaks?
There ain't gonna be any.
No back brushing required. Ready Seal. Goof-proof stain and sealer for wood.
Well, we finished the siding and the painters got here and they're actually able to get started a lot sooner than we thought. Victor's crew did such a good job. There weren't a bunch of nail holes and things that we had to fill. They were able to just get started on painting really quickly. All right, so we got all the paint up now and we're able to see the contrast between the door and the window and the paint. The door is just a little bit too white. We weren't sure when we picked the door out what exactly the paint colors were gonna be, but now that we're seeing it together, we really want this door, all the trim around the white part to be the same color as the window. So I've got to meet with the painters. I'm sure they can do it. It's nothing crazy, but it is a change that we'll have to bring up to them. And I think they can paint all this. It's fiberglass, so it'll be a special paint, but we can do a color match and I think we can make it work. So after talking with the painters, it was actually pretty easy to paint these fiberglass doors. We were able to do a paint match and it looks exactly like the windows. You really can't even tell that they were ever a different color. Thanks to the guys at Top Roof Roofing, they came in and did a great job. We did asphalt shingle on the second floor and we went with a class 4 shingle because we get a lot of hail in this area, and so we just went ahead and bumped up that so that we're hopefully not replacing our roof next time there's a hailstorm. And then on the first floor we went with the standing seam metal roof. The guys did a great job installing and I think it turned out great.
had a lot of ups and downs with this project, but after today, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel.
It's been a pretty crazy journey, but we are finally at the end, and we're going to give you a recap of how we got to this point. Yeah, this is it. She's a beauty, right? Now this could mean some big changes for us, and this time it's going to be probably pretty expensive, but we've got to figure out what we're gonna do. Time is money, and the longer we take for the cabinets, the longer we're delayed in getting the countertops installed. I don't know if it'll start.
What's beeping?
The seatbelt. Oh, one of these camera guys not wearing their seatbelt. So Paige, what has your perspective of this remodel been like?
Boring.
Boring? What was boring about it?
Well, that we had to go back and forth.
Why are you laughing? This is ridiculous.
I keep laughing.
I know. We're never gonna. We got stuff to do.
Think you coming across stressed. I don't know why it's funny.
What was something fun about it?
Nothing really.
Nothing? I don't know. I can't look at you.
The porta potties were cute.
They were pretty bad at times. Yeah. Excited to see the progress.
Sounds good.
Thanks. We gotta do it again. There's like a dead spot in the neighborhood. I forgot. My bad.
I know.
Sorry. This is. I don't know why this is like is even difficult.